I would like to thank one of my subscribers, Sharon, for this story. The US birth rate keeps declining for questions answered. So this is Raw Story, February 21st, 2020. Over the last few decades, birth rates have decreased across the globe. The United States is no exception. Aside from a few years in the mid 2000s, the number of births in the United States have been falling for the last 3 decades and have now reached their lowest number in 32 years. The country is now below population replacement rates as a nation. This means that the population will start to shrink in numbers generation by generation. As a specialist in fertility, I see women who live this trend on a daily basis as they struggle with their decisions regarding childbearing and fertility. So, as you can see on this chart, going all the way back to 2007 to 2018, it's been a steady decline. The United States birth rate declined to 11.59 births per 1,000 women in 2018. Mm-mm-mm. Why are birth rates declining? There can be many reasons, and not all of them are bad. Certainly, the reduction in teenage birth rates, yes, that has been declining for quite some time, from 41.5 per 1,000 women in 2007 to 17.4 per 1,000 women in 2018. Should be welcomed news. Age play a role as well. While birth rates declined for nearly all age groups under 35, they rose for women in their late 30s and early 40s. This data shows that women are delaying childbearing. Indeed, over the last decade, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention reported an increase in average age at first birth and an eightfold increase in proportion of first birth to women age 35 years or older. The mean age at first birth, I think they mean, oh, well, never mind, in the US is now at a record high of 26.9 years in 2018. Average age of mother at first birth, so that's rising. And you can see that on the chart. You know, a lot of times women now have this mindset that when they're in their younger years, they want to focus on a career and they're not quick to have babies. And another issue is many of these women are finding it hard to be in relationships too. They're not finding the kind of men that they want. Is delayed childbearing a problem? Like all choices, having children later in life comes with pros and cons. At the population level, delayed childbearing results in a slow pace of population growth. There is no population growth. Don't even believe that. It changes the distribution of the population by age and reduces the number of children relative to the size of the working age population. On the individual level, delayed childbearing offers the opportunity to seek financial stability before starting a family. However, delayed childbearing has been implicated in increased rates of multiple births, both with and without assisted reproductive technology. And you know what? A lot of these older mothers, many of them are single, y'all, when they have these babies, and that's a whole different story. I did a story probably back in 2017 of how, there are a lot of single white mothers out here now, you know. Once in a rare blue moon, you'll catch a glimpse of some of those stories out here. Okay. However, delaying childbearing has been implicated in increased rates of multiple births. Okay, so I read that part, as well as pregnancy associated complications such as gestational diabetes and preeclampsia. Um, Similarly, as women get older, they are less likely to become pregnant without medical assistance or to avoid a C-section, while a woman attempting to conceive in her early 30s has a 20% chance of getting pregnant per month. A 40-year-old woman has a 5% chance. The likelihood is high that many of these women in their older brackets of childbearing will have turned to infertility treatment as a method to build their family. In the US in 2007, approximately 6,000 IVF cycles were started in women over 42 using their own eggs. By 2017, this number was over 10,000. Why are women waiting? The CDC population level statistics based on births per 1,000 women. However, these rates do not show the number of women who delayed childbearing and subsequently could not conceive, or the reasons why women might have waited. Female fertility declines with age, but almost one third of women who visit a fertility clinic report they expect to get pregnant without difficulty at age 40. This is simply not the case. Some studies suggest that relationships and enjoyment of current lifestyle are a major reason for delay. Exactly. You know, and don't forget career. A lot of them put their careers first in their earlier years, and they're not thinking about a family. In my clinic, women frequently cite work and education. Many of my patients wanted to wait until they were in a better place in their life before starting their family. I'm not ready. What should I do? Treatment options for women who have difficulty conceiving with fertility treatment are limited. Although some women do still conceive with their own eggs, the national average live birth rate in women over the age of 42 is approximately 3% among women who undergo IVF using their own eggs. Wow, that's low. 3%? Damn. And you're paying all that money? Individual medical history may raise or lower this percentage, but not to a large degree. For women who are not ready to conceive, but wish to preserve the option to use their own egg. Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I remember this must have been either 2012 or 2013, somewhere around there. They had all of these eggs of women stored, and they all had to be thrown out because the refrigeration failed. And it happened more than once. It happened a couple of times. So, even storing your eggs, there is no guarantee that this egg freezing is going to work, you know? And sometimes over time, the eggs are bad and they can't implant those eggs in a woman's womb. Women should understand this is an option to preserve the chance, but not a guarantee for future childbearing. The American Society of Reproductive Medicine and the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists have stressed the need for education and immediate evaluation of age associated fertility decline. Whatever the underlying reason, the increased birth rates at later ages are enough to suggest that education on the risk and benefits of delayed childbearing should start early. Although I'd hope this discussion could occur in a general practitioner setting. The reality with healthcare today is that a physician's office visit has to cover a lot of ground. By the time a woman is ready to discuss fertility, it may already be too difficult, it may be already more difficult to conceive than she realizes. Well, you know, I understand why a lot of these people put a career first because everything out here is so unaffordable. How do you have an income, let's say, for example, at 45,000 a year, and your houses out here like average around 250? That person can't just lay around having a bunch of babies. They're not going to do it, you know? And the salaries have not kept up with the inflation and the rising cost of everything out here. As more and more families face declining fertility, the chance to learn and discuss at early stages of family planning have never been more important. So, ladies and gentlemen, the US is at another all time low. It seems like they hit an all time low every single year when it comes down to the birth rate. And it's not going to get better. See, once you fall below that replacement rate, which America is, your scientists will even tell you you can't bounce back from that. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.